Quite a few people have been asking me about I got into the tech industry, how I built my platform, and how much money I needed to raise to build Heirizon. It's really important to understand that it didn't cost me thousands of dollars to build my MVP. In fact, about a year ago, February, I wasn't doing as well. I actually had an iPhone X, and I remember I sold it. I got about 580 pounds. I gave 400 pounds to a back-end developer, and I put everything on PowerPoint. And I knew that I wanted to have an Uber feel, so I wanted a map. So we used Mapbox, which, working in the tech industry, I knew about a lot of these solutions. So I used Mapbox, and I wanted pins to showcase all the jobs, geocentrically. Now, I put everything in a PowerPoint, and I designed the entire front end, and then I found a developer on Upwork. And we actually built a really good relationship that we decided to start, working in many different components. But it started with a 400-pound investment. And I made sure, which you need to make sure as well when you build your MVP, you know exactly who your end users are. So mine was simple. People that are looking for jobs to find out where, they are geocentrically. So we started in Oxford, and it was such a rough cut platform. I mean, for 400 pounds, you can only get so much. So for us, it was a lot tougher admin, but for the end user, it was a seamless experience. And I can actually show you I'll load it on the screen right now. But this was the basic MVP, and all you could do really was just search for a job, but you couldn't change city. It was just where you were. And actually, just to upload like 100 jobs took like 2 or 3 days because we had to do it in JSON code, which was brutal. But obviously over time, I started learning more about my end users, what my end users wanted, and we started adding many different components. And then we started building a remote page, for people looking for remote jobs. Then we started breaking down by classification. Then even we built an employer dashboard. So we started building many functions. But my point is that it's not impossible to get into the tech industry and build your own startup. So my first suggestion is when you build your MVP, make sure that it's, you know exactly who your end users are. If you have to explain why it's genius, it's not genius. For me, it was simple. People looking for jobs. There will always be people looking for jobs. So I went down that road, and I just kept it really simple as possible. And obviously with the more money that I could invest in my own product, I started adding more features. But I just wanted to show you, actually, let me show you this. This is really important as well. Right here is a PowerPoint of what I used to send to my developer. So there'll be notes, for example, like, hey, there's a bug over here. This is what happens, change this icon. And we just kept this, relationship going to the point where we built this entire product. But if you want to build your own tech startup or your own website that has many, functionalities that, that Wix can't do, or Squarespace, it's possible. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us a line. I could probably point you in the right direction, but I just wanted to let you know, you can build it, your own startup. It's, now what a better time right now when people are online, and there are loads and loads of great developers out there, from the other side of the world, that are cost-effective pricing and you can build long-term relationships with. Best of luck.